The Dodgers made it interesting. Great pitching last night. That was fun. Fun to watch. And here is the final call of the Dodgers moving on to the NLCS.
Heart rate's through the roof. The 0-1 pitch. Pages grounds it back to Kerkering. He can't find it. He throws home. It's wide. Kim scores. And the Dodgers are going to the championship series. Fireworks go off in center field. The Dodgers celebrate near first base on a ground ball back to the pitcher. Andy Pages somehow gets the job done.
That's courtesy of AM 570, LA Sports Dodgers Radio Network. So you got bases loaded, the comeback to Kerkering, and he is looking to make a play at home, and he doesn't have to. He can go to first and get the out, but he pauses, and it's almost as if he took his eye off the ball and his glove and the batter, and he got lost. He got caught in no man's land. Kim scores. Kim actually missed home plate and then came back and touched home plate, but wild. And we were talking about the worst way to lose, and it's a walk-off error, and that's what happened. Here is Rob Thompson, the Phillies manager, on what he said to his pitcher after the loss.
Rob, obviously a heartbreaking way to lose. Looked like you had a long conversation with Orion coming off the field. Do you want to share a little what you told him? Or
just to keep his head up. He just got caught up in the moment a little bit. Coming down the stretch there, he pitched so well for us, and I feel for him, because he's putting it all on his shoulders, but we win as a team and we lose as a team. So.
I couldn't help but think of spring training, because if you've ever gone to spring training and you get there early, not for a game, but just when they're doing drills, one of the first drills you do is that you have a comebacker to the pitcher and then he throws to first base. I mean, these are really menial task that you're doing as a pitcher. It's like, okay, you got a comebacker and then you throw over to first base. And then the next pitcher comes in, the next pitcher comes in. It's all just everybody's doing the same repetition here. And, you kind of put yourself on automatic pilot until you're in a moment when the season is on the line and a comebacker. And really, you were prepared to make the play at first base because your body was squared up to home plate to get the ball. You don't have to try to get the play at home plate. Get the out at first base, had plenty of time to do so. But in these moments, and I don't know if somebody says, hey, if it comes back to you, you got the easy out at first base. These are little things. And your catcher is pointing to first base. Like that's the play, and then he throws home. And the catcher is, it was wide. He had no chance there. But your catcher is going, throw it to first. And all of a sudden, he's throwing it home, and then it was too late. Yes, Todd?
As unforgivable as it may seem, and you learn that in Little League and all that kind of stuff, in the moment, in your peripheral vision, when the season and it's all on the line and you see that runner right in front of you coming home, in that split second, I can understand, I got to get this right. It's right in front of me. I got to flip it to the catcher for the tag. And that's just, he deserves the criticism, and it sucks that their season ended like that. But I can understand somehow that he thought, let me get him at home. I'm not sure if I could make the throw at first, how far down the runner is, and I got this right in front of me happening.
If the catcher's pointing to first base, that's your indicator. But the catcher should be saying and reminding him, hey, comebacker, you got the easy out at first. I mean, this is all baseball 101. It's not hindsight. It's just baseball 101. Get the out at first. That's all. You don't have to try to, because the play at home, I know you're going to get a force, but you still got to make sure you get the right throw. I was surprised Kim didn't slide, because I would have gone in there and made it even tougher for the catcher. And he didn't. Maybe he was shocked that they were coming home instead of going to first. But the Dodgers advance to the NLCS. They'll wait for the winner of the Brewers and the Cubs. Yes, Marvin?
Yeah, you remember in Little League when the catcher would go, hey, 2 outs, plays to wherever, plays the first. That's probably what they should have done, because he knew right then and there. I think he got caught up in, he saw the runner going home as soon as he bobbled the ball. That was the first thing. He bobbled the ball, and he looked up and he panicked, and he saw the guy ready to score. I don't even think he was looking towards first base at all, or the catcher.
Well, in that kind of, situation where you're thinking, boy, if he scores, then we lose. Well, his run doesn't count if you get the out at first. And that's where you just remind. That's all. I mean, that's why there's a scoreboard out there that tells you how many outs, but what happens? You get one out, and the shortstop will go, all right, one down. Everybody holding up, all right, two down. I was just surprised that, and maybe they did that. Hey, the easy out, go to first. That's where we want to go. Well, yes, Eaton.
As soon as you bobble that ball, everything you just said went out the window.
Yes, it did.
As soon as you bobble the ball, he panicked and threw the ball to the wrong place. Even looking at his catcher who was pointing to first, he still threw it at the catcher because you panic.
Yeah, Paulie.
And the most cruel thing about baseball is he's standing there on the mound after the play, and the Dodgers are celebrating around him. He can't escape. He's got to walk off casually. That's tough.